alone. This letter is for the one who doesn't have a place to go to, for the one who isn't choosing between houses this holiday, but choosing how to survive the quiet, for the one who watches the world gather, but wondering, where do they belong? Some of us don't just feel lonely during the holidays. We feel unclaimed, not invited, not rooted, not anchored to any table or traditions. If that's you, I need you to hear this. Your life is not a leftover story. This with love seal letter today, I'm writing to the heart that doesn't feel like it belongs anywhere, yet is deeply, eternally held by God. So here's my special letter to you. Dear beautiful soul, you might feel like you don't have a place to go to this season. Not because you choose distance, but because life scattered what once felt safe. For the one who wonders, where do they belong when everyone else seems cleaned? Holidays without family just don't feel quiet. They feel displacing. Holidays don't simply remove people from our schedule. They remove our sense of place. When everyone else is going somewhere, being familyless doesn't feel like being alone. It feels like being unassigned. The world becomes a map of destinations you don't have. We're going home. We're visiting family. We're all getting together. And suddenly you realize you don't have a where. That's why it feels displacing, not just lonely, but locationless in life. Like you're floating while everyone else is anchored. To wonder where you belong when everyone else seems claimed is the ache of not being rooted to a story that includes you. It's watching people exchange names, last names, inside jokes, inherit traditions, while you're trying to figure out what your story is even connected to. It doesn't hurt because you want a perfect holiday. It hurts because every human heart needs to know, where do I fit? Who claims me? Where am I safe to land? That's the real grief of a family-less holiday. Not the empty calendar, but the empty sense of belonging. Like the world kept this tradition, but forgot to save you a seat. But God did not forget you. Psalm 68:6 says, God sets the lonely in families. I'm going to read that to you again so you can understand this verse when I explain it. God sets the lonely in families. This verse is not poetic comfort. It is a spiritual promise to displaced hearts. It doesn't say God noticed the lonely. It says He sets them deliberately, intentionally, carefully places them. The word lonely in this verse isn't about being quiet for a season. It describes someone who's detached from belonging, not rooted anywhere, not claimed by anyone. And family here is not limited to blood. It means God becomes your architect of connection. He doesn't rush this process because He's not giving you people. He's giving you identity. Sometimes the family He sets you in is a community you haven't met yet. Sometimes it's a season where He teaches you to be secure in Him first. And sometimes it's painful in between where your heart is being prepared for relationships that don't and won't break you. This verse isn't telling you to pretend you're okay being alone. It's telling you that your story is not unfinished. It's being positioned. Loneliness is not your destiny. It is the hallway to belonging God is building around you. And now, a word for those who do have family this season. Please remember, not everyone is choosing between houses. Some are choosing between silence and survival. Your table may be full, but someone else is praying not to cry tonight. Scripture calls us to notice one another. Galatians 6:2 says, "Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ." Awareness is love in motion. A text, an invitation, a seat that says, "You belong here too." Because sometimes family is not blood, it's obedience. To the ones who notice, the ones who don't just celebrate their own full tables, but look around for the empty ones. Thank you. Thank you for opening your doors when it would have been easier to stay comfortable. Thank you for making room when you didn't have to. Thank you for being the family God promised to someone who didn't know where they belonged. You didn't just offer a meal, you offered dignity. You didn't just invite a person, you restored belonging. Matthew 18:5 says, "Whoever welcomes one of these little ones in my name welcomes me." Your kindness is holy ground. Your awareness is changing someone's story, and heaven is paying attention. So thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone who opens their door and notices those who might feel alone and might feel displaced. So if you're surrounded this season, look outward. If you are alone, look upward. Hebrews 13:5 says, "Never will I leave you, never will I forsake you." And if you're listening today and your heart feels unclaimed, this is my advice from a place that I know very well. Turn off your lights, turn on your Christmas lights, and turn on a candle, and let God quietly pull up a chair beside you. Trust me when I tell you, the whole atmosphere in your house will change, and you won't feel alone anymore. And one day, you won't be turning on that candle anymore. One day, you're going to get invited to a lot of houses that you don't even know which one to choose. I'm speaking from a place of experience. It's the greatest feeling in the world. Trust me, you won't be spending your holidays alone anymore, because God will connect you with the people who not only invite you, they want you there, they need you there, and it will feel like a family finally. I'm shouting you out to the Tompkins family who's always inviting me during the holidays, even though they know where I go to all the time, but they still make it their business to invite me. And to my Gonzalez family who have opened up their doors to me since 2018, and I'm still there. And right now, you're not even going to get rid of me because I adopted you. You didn't adopt me, I adopted all of you. So thank you for allowing me to sit at your table. And this once displaced soul feels claimed by a family. Thank you. I love you all. With that being said, I wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year with all my love. See you.